Good day, fellow flat earthers. Hopefully, some atheists out there. And by the way, I thought the name would help, but I'm a flat earther. I think the world is flat, and I don't believe in God. So, hopefully, that helps out a little bit more. Um, One thing I want to start out saying, guys, is don't engage in arguments with globalists. You're not going to convince them. The only ones are you going to convince are the ones that come up to you and want to hear more. Those are the ones you can calmly and talk to them. Keep it very calm. Never get upset. And consider their ideas. Listen to them talk. Those are the ones that you're going to get. The other ones who are arguing, denying it, are angry, they're not going to move past that as long as you argue with them. If you argue with them, they're going to get angry and they're going to deny it. They're going to be in the 5 stages of grief. They're going to stay in the first 2. They're going to deny it and be angry. Why? Because you're making them angry. And then they're going to deny it. I know people that reach all the way to depression and they go back to anger. Back to denial. They're not too much angry. But I think they skip maybe the anger and go into bargaining, and then they go into some depression about it. And, just be kind of overwhelmed. They kind of go back to denial. So you arguing and yelling and all that kind of stuff is not going to change people who are angry and denying point of view. You're just spinning. I'm sorry to tell you, you are just spinning your wheels. If you're going to argue with somebody who's in denial or anger, I'm sorry. People you need to work on are the people who are seriously asking legitimate questions. Even that is almost suspect because a lot of times, that's okay. A lot of times when they're dealing with the anger and denial, they're never going to see it. They're never going to see it because to see this kind of stuff, you got to be able to relax and let your brain kind of breathe. As long as they're angry and upset, they just never going to see it, guys. I hope you kind of see that point of view. I hope you see that. So just, if you, I know I got people that I'm working on. It's been almost 2 years, maybe a little less than that, maybe about 18 months or so, or a little longer, a little less than 2 years, I say. And at first it was, it's NASA, no, deny. Now I got them at a point where they won't say that it's a ball, but they say NASA's full of shit. But they won't say it's a ball. And that's almost less than 2 years of serious work. You're not going to be able to convince somebody who's angry and denial over in a video. This is personal hard work that I committed to these people. And they still won't say that it's flat, even though they say NASA's full of shit. So, you got to understand that if you want people, these guys to see your point of view and really switch over, you got to be very sympathetic. You got to say, man, I understand that you don't see this. It's bullshit. Yeah, I understand. I don't know why, it's like this. The first thing you do is we got more common than these globalists than we think. The one thing you do, you find a common interest, a common enemy. Medical industry. It's like the food industry. All you do, you find a common enemy and you attack that enemy. This one how you start to kind of get them loosened up where they kind of see that, these big industries are full of shit. And then you move on to another common enemy. And then, they can kind of start opening their eyes a little bit. One of my things I tell some of my friends is, could you name me $1 billion industry that's on the up and up? Don't answer now. I'll talk to you. You know, text me later or whatever, whenever you can think of. And they can't think of one. And I said, well, what about NASA? Oh, see, that's how you get the stuff start rolling. I mean, you can't yell and scream and all that kind of stuff when they stuck in denial and anger. When they start to bargain it, you can start kind of give them some, but not too aggressively. Be patient, see their point of view. Because the next thing is depression. They're gonna be depressed because they've been lied to. And your body don't really want to stay in that state, so it's rather go into denial. So just understand that when you're out there talking to our brothers and sisters, stop all the yelling and screaming at them because they not going to get it. You have to back off and let them think through this. If you really, you can't do it in a video anyway, because if you really want to change someone who anger and denial, it takes personal work. You can't do it on a video. You have to befriend these people and have serious dialogue with them. Okay? So just keep that in mind, and don't be yelling at them and laughing at them and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can, I'm no saint myself, but you know what I mean. You can laugh at them, but don't try to humiliate them. And one of the things I want to also get into, we got to start accepting that they're lying to us and get on to the bigger picture. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying, we know it's fake. They know it's fake. Okay, what else? I know this thing about this illusion that we live in a snow globe, or appearance of a snow. It appeared to be a snow globe, because of the vintage. And it's funny, but it's not a snow globe. It's funny how this is where I'm trying to say, you got to read into what these people are trying to tell us and this information that they give us. I mean, now we're seeing all kinds of pictures and all that kind of stuff that is snow globe, and all the Mayas and the Incas and everybody back then said it was a snow globe. They feeding us this damn information. Now we're getting all this, that's because of computers. You don't think that they control all the information, guys? They giving this shit. Oh, we just so smart. No, you're not. They playing the shit out of us. We gotta figure out why they playing us. I mean, we're not as smart as they are, okay? Just remember that. They're trying to tell us something, because why would they give us this stuff? They could have packed this shit up and put it in a box and threw it away. Can you understand that? They control everything. They giving us this shit. I mean, I'm just tired of seeing people thinking they're so smart and they got it and they know it. No, you don't know anything. You know what they give you, what they give us, and we need to try to figure that out. But other than that, we don't know shit. Let me tell you. I know you think you do, but you don't. But anyway, so the sky and earth are separate entities. So, let that be known. The sky and the earth are separate. It's not a globe. They don't meet anywhere. They don't meet anywhere. But what I do think is, like I said, they give us these half truths and stuff like that. Uh, what I think, no, so we kind of discovered, or some smart people figured out that we're moving about 1,000. The sun is moving about 1,000 miles an hour, and of course, it has a, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the sun is moving at about 1,000 miles an hour. In my opinion, it has a east. A counterclockward movement. Both of them, the sun and the moon, has a uh, counterclockwise movement, or left to right, or east to west, however you want to put it. But it's so funny that they say that the Earth moves at 1,000 miles an hour east to west, but it's actually the sun that spins and moves about 1,000 miles an hour east to west. See how they give us little shit that's the truth? We gotta kind of wiggle through it and figure it out. They give us the truth. I mean, hell, they no damn saints, but they give us the truth. Yeah, so just little things like that they give us. And once again, guys, my idea is fuck them all. I hate to get back on this God thing. Fuck God, fuck Satan, fuck aliens. I don't give a shit about any of those. I care about humans, and I care about us sticking together trying to figure this out against these people who want to suppress us. But let me tell you something. There is no greater suppressor than God. Look at all these billions of people who are under God's thumb, and they're suppressed. Yeah, they're nice people, basically, but they are suppressed. They suppress their sins. They suppress everything, and it comes out all kinds of ways. But God is if Christians and believers of a God didn't have their head so far up God's ass, we wouldn't be in this situation. I mean, if you want to fault anybody, fault people who believe in God for our situations. And this upsets me. We got flat earthers. Oh, it's a creator. That's an absolute. We've been told absolutes all our life. When we're figuring out absolutes are not true. But because it's a flat earth, oh, it's a creator. And you get these Christians all stormed up. They're the reason why we in this fucking problem. And y'all flat earthers want to get these guys all riled up saying it's a creator. That is an absolute. You have no idea if that's a creator. And please stop getting these Christians all riled up saying there's a creator. At least get an option. At least say maybe it's a creator. I don't know. But to absolutely say it's the creator and get these Christians. What happens to Christians take over the flat earth movement? It goes nowhere. The Christian does nothing. They sit on everything and wait for God to help them. The great suppressor. So please stop feeding this stuff to Christians. That is absolute. Please. Because they're going to take it and bury it. You can for sure they will. If it's not true, we should have hundreds and thousands of people looking at our videos. There's billions of believers. What are they doing? Nothing. So please, stop feeding these Christians with this flat earth, with our flat earth, not theory, but with the flat earth movement. Not movement, but you know what I mean. There's so many. You can't say a word because people jump on you for saying a certain word. But, stop fleeing this flat earth stuff to them and saying it's a creator. And so they can run with it. Because you can, for sure, they're going to bury it in the back of their Bibles. You can believe that. They're not even, these people will say that the earth is flat and go to church and say amen to a preacher who says that the earth is a ball. Or don't even have no idea. So, the allegiance is with God. It's not with the flat earth, guys. Believers of a creator they only using the flat earth as a platform for the creator. In principle, they don't give shit about the flat earth. Can you understand this? It's just a platform to raise them up. That is simple. That's it. Period. And when it's another platform to raise them up, they're going to go jump on that one. You can rest for sure. Okay? All right. I think enough with that. No, it's not enough with that rant. I'm going to continue with this rant. Guys, if the creator is not here, then this doesn't belong to him. It's ours. If you believe in a creator. And this is the this is the little nudge to us. This is the big ha 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 to these guys. They have looked for the creator for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They have looked for the creator. They banged on doors. They looked on the rocks. They couldn't find the creator. That's why they make us pray to the Son of God. Can you understand that? That's the big ha ha ha. They couldn't find the creator. The Son of God. I mean, can we understand? That's why they worship Satan and Lucifer. Why? Because Satan is the prince of the damn world. God is not talking to us. Who do they supposed to worship? I mean, get that through your skull and this whole mythical stuff that they go through. It's all mythical, but, they practice it. But I just, all this stuff is just mythical stuff, Christians. I mean, or if you're atheist on the fence, it's just made up believe stuff, that they trying to understand and they just go by it. It's all crazy stuff that they go by, but it's nothing real about it. We're real. Humans are real. All like Lucifer and Satan and God and aliens, all that shit is fake. All of it is fake. If they feeding it to you, you better rest assured they're trying to manipulate you somehow. That is for sure. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into why we came here. I want to try to explain, kind of go into this dome thing, what I think the dome is. Okay. First of all, I think the sky and the earth are two different flat planes. I've been thinking this for a while, and you hear other people talking about it, and it's kind of weird. So I think I better just go ahead and talk about it myself. But it's to me, it's two flat planes. They don't interconnect at all. It's a separate. It's not a globe. I know all these other entities trying to say that it is, but it's not a globe. It's two separate entities Um, the sun and the moon, like I say, they have that spin, and they spin above us. You can imagine something that's like 32 miles across, spinning above us, and then spinning in a circle above us. It's going to cause quite a bit of vibrations and pressure. Okay, this is why they can't get up there and everything falls apart. You can't be a solid and go and get through there. It's too much vibration and pressure caused by the spinning of those two large bodies, large to us, in the sky. And that cause just this tremendous amount of pressure and windage, turbulence, vibration, as it spin it down, kind of like that ceiling fan. Very, very close to that ceiling fan right there. It spins around. Not as fast, but it spins around just like that, causing that wind to come down. And that's how I imagine the sun is. And it's big and powerful, so it's a lot of windage. There's a lot of windage here just on that. So imagine something that's as big as the sun. It's going to cause a spinning, and plus it's spinning around in a circle. So it's causing some windage. It's causing some very, very powerful windage and vibrations. Just think when you hear the wind outside, how strong it is when it pushes you. It can push your ass around. So imagine up there how strong that wind is up there between the sun and the moon spinning around. And it's just so much pressure that it just comes down and just vibrating down. And that's the reason why we can't get up there. That's the Van Allen belt. It's just that pressure of the sun and the moon spinning around. That's that Van Allen belt. They say it's radiation, but it's not radiation. It's just the sun and the moon spinning around, causing some windage. That's all I can kind of put it in. It's just so strong. Just like the ceiling fan, I think they said that Admiral Byrd, if this story is true, was hitting into the side of it. But what I want to say, if that is true, that could be kind of explained, kind of like that ceiling fan, when it spins around, that when it comes outward, goes, it doesn't come straight down, it comes out at an angle. So I can imagine at the ends of the spinning sun, so you have the sun spinning. So the outer edges, I can imagine it's receiving tremendous windage. And so I can see them having problems. If they are going past that, I can see them having problems because there's a lot of wind spinning around down there on the outer edges, causing it to appear as a dome because of the wind that's coming down. Just like the wind up there, it's just powerful. It's just powerful wind that's coming down. That's it. It's no dome. It's no Van Allen belt or anything like that. It's just simple vibration and windage. Strong, very strong windage. Now, like I said, I don't try to use fancy. I can't do fancy videos and stuff like that. I was just trying to see examples that happen to me in reality and try to apply it. I know winds can blow me around. Strong winds can blow me around, and it vibrates everything. So imagine up there. I just imagine the little that I feel down here. I just imagine it being up there. So I can imagine, hell, it's pretty strong winds going up there, you know, and that's to give us the illusion of the Van Allen belt and the dome, just that powerful wind just going on, just like that ceiling fan. The glass ceiling to me is just a crystallization of debris and stuff that gets popped up there. I'm sure with all the wind and stuff like that and the little debris and stuff that uh, the stars cause, and I'm pretty sure it's different elements up there that gets mixed up in there. And that sun and the moon, that sun heats it up as it spins up there. It heats it up and crystallizes it. So the sky is really a big, has that crystal layer on it, the glass ceiling, if you would say. But it's not connected to the earth. It's just a glass ceiling from particles getting blown up there. Kind of like if you go with some sand and you blast that sand real hot, it'll crystallize to like glass. Just like glass. And that's what happens up there. That's why we have that glass ceiling. Particles and stuff get shot up there, and that sun is spinning up there, heats it all up, and it crystallizes, that area up there. That's my opinion. And that explains to me without all the fancy stuff. I'm just trying to keep things as simple as possible. Because I don't believe anything that they tell us. Even when I read it, I just take little things out, and I just take it to the what seems more likely is what I come down to. What seems more likely that's happening in our reality. Anyway, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I hope this video helped out. Once again, let's be friends with our globalist friends. Let's not give them headaches and argue with them because they just not going to see it. They're just not going to see it. I'm sorry, they're just not ready for it. Understand that this is a privilege. It's not a burden. We don't have the burden to tell anyone. We have the responsibility to make videos. We have the responsibility, but we don't have the burden to convince anyone. This is a privilege. So understand that too. All right, Flat Earthers, thank you very much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it. Until next time.